The limited edition includes a wide range of special features, beginning with the burnt bronze Cerakote. Each lower has a custom deep engraving with the limited edition and a 1 of 250 unique serial number on the lower. They will also come with our new CNC hop-up, paired with a ZCI 6.02 285mm barrel. The MTW Limited Edition is an exclusive project from Wolverine Airsoft, based on the flagship Forged Series MTW. Only 250 of these beautiful guns will be manufactured. The limited edition includes a wide range of special features, beginning with the burnt bronze Cerakote. Each lower has a custom deep engraving with the limited edition and a 1 of 250 unique serial number on the lower. They will also come with our new CNC hop-up, paired with a ZCI 6.02 285mm barrel and a Maple Leaf 70-degree hop-up rubber. The limited edition will be powered by the legendary Gen 2 Inferno and will include a new premium trigger board which features an optical selector switch for improved durability.
Each MTW Limited Edition will ship with a bronze challenge coin, with a specific serial number matching your rifle, as well as a certificate of authenticity signed by Rich. In addition to the Wolverine Airsoft website, the limited edition will be released at a simultaneous worldwide launch with a number of participating dealers.
Creating the limited edition MTW truly has been a labor of love, and we hope that you will enjoy it as much as we have enjoyed making this one-of-a-kind MTW masterpiece.
to your liking, sir?
Do you have anything stronger?
I believe we can accommodate. Do you need compact or firepower?
Actually, I was hoping for a bit of both.
I believe I have just the thing.
Hit. Johnny, Paul, get back to work. The MTW Limited Edition is an exclusive project from Wolverine Airsoft, based on the flagship Forged Series MTW. Only 250 of these beautiful guns will be manufactured. The limited edition includes a wide range of special features, beginning with the burnt bronze Cerakote. Each lower has a custom deep engraving with the limited edition and one of 250 unique serial number on the lower. They will also come with our new CNC hop-up, paired with a ZCI 6.02 285mm barrel and a Maple Leaf 70-degree hop-up rubber. The limited edition will be powered by the legendary Gen 2 Inferno and will include a new premium trigger board which features an optical selector switch for improved durability.
Each MTW Limited Edition will ship with a bronze challenge coin, with a specific serial number matching your rifle, as well as a certificate of authenticity signed by Rich. In addition to the Wolverine Airsoft website, the limited edition will be released at a simultaneous worldwide launch with a number of participating dealers.
Creating the limited edition MTW truly has been a labor of love, and we hope that you will enjoy it as much as we have enjoyed making this one-of-a-kind MTW masterpiece.
your liking, sir?
Do you have anything stronger?
I believe we can accommodate. Do you need compact or firepower?
Actually, I was hoping for a bit of both.
I believe I have just the thing.
Hit. Johnny, Paul, get back to work. The MTW Limited Edition is an exclusive project from Wolverine Airsoft, based on the flagship Forged Series MTW. Only 250 of these beautiful guns will be manufactured. The limited edition includes a wide range of special features, beginning with the burnt bronze Cerakote. Each lower has a custom deep engraving with the limited edition and one of 250 unique serial number on the lower. They will also come with our new CNC hop-up, paired with a ZCI 6.02 285mm barrel and a Maple Leaf 70-degree hop-up rubber. The limited edition will be powered.
All right.
Yo!
I think we are live.
We are. Oh, we're matching.
You're matching.
I just realized that. Dang it. Sorry guys, we're all matchy-matchy today. Let's see. How's everybody doing on a Thursday afternoon? This is live from the den. We gave up counting episode numbers a long time ago. And we have Glenn on today. Why don't you introduce yourself, Glenn?
For anyone who doesn't know me, I've been here for about 5.5 years now, I think, and currently
Goes by
working
fast.
currently working in machining, doing some of that, making some awesome stuff for you guys, and also trying to make us go viral on TikTok, I guess. So it's been
Yeah.
fun so far.
Glenn's our resident TikTok star.
Just hit 5,000 followers on
Man,
there
we
today,
are
so
big time.
so thank you to everyone who's following along. I'll try to keep making content that you guys enjoy watching. So looks like we got a few people on here now.
I got some people on Facebook. Go ahead and throw your comments, your questions up in the questions section or the comments section. We're gonna be going through a few things we have on our list and then going from there. Answering all your questions. You got any questions about the new launches? This is your time to ask them. We showed you lots of new stuff last week. Did not go through all the details. Just kind of hit everything high level. So if you have any real specific questions, go ahead and ask them.
Yeah, definitely. Someone says that the limited edition gun looks amazing.
It's super pretty.
It's a really awesome looking gun.
Yeah.
We also got someone on here that just got their first MTW, so congratulations.
Yeah.
Hope you
Welcome
enjoyed
to
that.
the family.
How do we sound? I got one person on here saying we sound a little muffled. Is that the case? I can turn this up just a little bit if I need to. Let me know if that's any better.
Alright, what we got over on Facebook?
Let's see what we got coming in. No audio 1 minute ago. Someone else says the audio's working.
Well, maybe it sorted itself out. At least we're not banned for a month. We have gotten kicked off a few times.
We've gotten banned for a day so far. That's the worst we've gotten hit, but trying to make the lords of TikTok happy with us somehow. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we think we sort of figured out some of it. Like, it's anything that is like promoting or trying to sell. If it's just entertainment with airsoft or even real guns, they don't seem to care. It's just if you're like promoting or trying to sell. So, trying to keep them happy.
Brian says he just got his first MTW a couple weeks ago. He hasn't had a game, but he's getting all decked out. He can't wait to use it in play.
Fun time.
Awesome.
What'd you put on it? And which MTW?
I don't know. What version of the MTW did you go with?
Somebody said they were getting their first MTW up there. Scroll up a little bit.
Where's that?
Limited edition. Whoa, you're going all out for your first
Man.
MTW.
Nice.
Big money.
It's going to be awesome.
Juan, that's a good question. What does the challenge coin Latin inscription say? It is roughly translated as disruptive performance, or out of disruption performance is sort of the loosely translated. It's the best we could come up with in terms of a translation.
Man, is that the second? We got another limited edition forged on here.
I think they're going to go pretty quick.
So,
Little update on that, just so everybody's... We are planning to launch Forged on the 23rd. The goal is that all of the dealer guns should have already been shipped by the 23rd. That's our target. We're on schedule for that. Should be able to get all of them shipped and on their way to dealers by the 23rd when everything kind of goes live. And then once we get through the limited edition, then we're going to be on let's see, either billet or 9mm. We're not sure yet on that. And the 9s the plan is to start shipping them the end of this month. Whole first batch won't be done by the end of this month, but the plan is to start shipping the 9s the end of this month. Most of you will probably see the first batch show up at your dealer sometime around the middle of next month. Would be kind of the guess there on the first batch of 9mm. The whole first batch sold out within the first day, I think.
yeah.
And then we're currently accepting orders on the second batch, but orders from the second batch, the lead time is substantially longer. We're probably looking at like around May for the second batch.
We got someone asking if they can buy the PDW stock separate. I imagine they're asking with the legs and the new buffer tube.
Probably eventually. All of that new stuff, though, first we have to fill gun orders. Once we get enough finished and done that we can, kind of fill all the gun orders, then we can do the aftermarket stuff as well. So there's a survey up.
There is a survey. I don't even know what the questions are.
Neither do I.
But it is pinned, and we'll get to the results when we're done here. So
It's usually something fun, so go tell us what you think.
go check out
Calvin.
the survey.
Calvin usually puts those together. I have no idea what's on it.
Juan says, silly question, does the MTW9 come with an Evo mag, and will we start to sell them individually?
We are shipping them with an Evo mag. We do not right now plan to start selling them aftermarket is we're just trying to get enough to do production, but that is the plan. As long as we can, reliably get our hands on them, we will continue to include them. So we'll see. But the plan is for the time being to make the Evo mags. Looking forward to seeing the name of the company makes mags. PTS.
PTS,
PTS
yep.
is working on an Evo mag.
Looking forward to
We're
that.
real interested to see that as well. Supposed to have a little higher capacity.
Over on the YouTube chat, we got a question. He says he saw something about a newer billet. When is that one coming out? I imagine you're referring to the tactical billet.
Yeah. I think we're on about May for that, I think is what we estimated when the tactical billet comes out. Yeah, go ahead and check the video, but that's the general time frame, and it'll come with some nice furniture. This have one of the DLG stocks we're going to be including here. These, I'm just going to tell you guys honestly, I was totally ready to hate on when we got the samples in, and I just kind of fell in love with them. They're super nice. Like, build quality is top notch. Really like the design for removing from the gun. You can just kind of press it down and adjust it, and then if you give it a hard click, you can just slide it right all the way off the buffer tube.
Super handy.
Yeah, so you don't have to rip your fingernails off anymore.
Yeah.
Super slick. Nice thick rubberized butt pad.
Yeah,
Sling points.
Super nice.
Yeah.
The quality on those stocks was definitely impressive to me as well. I love the rubber on them, and they feel like a good stock. They also have handy little tabs on the side here that press up against your buffer tubes, so you don't get any rattle out of your stock, which is just a nice little built-in feature there.
Yeah.
So super cool, super handy. The Evo mag is not the same as the PTS SAG mag, correct?
SAG mag?
I'm not sure what that one is.
Don't know.
Let's see what else we got. Did Dalton get an Oscar for acting in that video?
I don't know.
Maybe
you should nominate him.
Do we need to have Office Oscars for our trailers?
Oh, no. Who was the best actor? Here's the question. We've got who are the actors? We've got Paul, Johnny, and Dalton. Did we have anybody else acting? The other videos didn't really have actors.
Not really. So.
Who are you nominating for best actor?
Let us know in the comments who you think our best actor is. Maybe they need to go on TikTok and get famous on there too.
It's definitely not me.
Dion says that his mustache was the supporting actor, so that's pretty fair.
Fair point.
Juan says he loved the live reveal event format. Hope that he'll see it again. So.
Yeah, we definitely learned a few things.
Yeah.
How did it go from your all's perspective watching it?
Yeah. We had some technical difficulties in-house. It seemed like the live stream went fairly well as far as we could tell. So let us know how that worked out for y'all if you watched that. Be good to know how it actually turned out for the people who were tuned in live.
Yeah, it was a little stressful for a couple minutes there, but we got through it. Grant was a rock star. He got back up there and just acted like nothing ever happened.
Definitely the MVP. Got someone asking how many are coming to the UK. I think that's in reference to the limited edition.
I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. Maybe 30?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I can't remember. I was told that at one point. We tried to split them up, get some everywhere. But, yeah.
We got a question asking if I can give you a bangs cutting video of my hair.
Oh.
So.
You're going to do a bangs cutting video on TikTok?
Is that the video for tomorrow, maybe?
Listen. Johnny Bravo is Glenn's spirit animal. So.
Brandon asks, can I buy a complete 10-inch upper for my MTW?
Maybe someday. That's been on our list to do for a while, but haven't ever gotten around to doing it. What would you guys want if we were going to do built uppers? Do you want like everything including the engine and the inner barrel and all that, or do you just like want the external parts, just the upper receiver, barrel, and rail, and or I don't know.
What are you looking for in a bundle if
Yeah.
we sell everything together? Sounds like people liked watching the live. They saw some problems with it like we saw as well, but
Okay. Yeah, it was worse in person. I'm not gonna lie. It was more broken up in person. There was some sort of glitch with the video that was or the computer that was supposed to be streaming the video for the projector, and so it just wigged out, which was a different computer than what was streaming to the live event. So the live event computer seemed to do better. The one doing the projector totally lost it, and we had to just kind of roll with it.
yeah, we had a lot of moving parts in that. We definitely learned some things, and hopefully can keep improving on it and have a better experience for y'all in the future. So we got Logan on here saying they want just the external parts.
So you like build out a barrel and hop up for it, and then like just swap the engine back and forth? Is that what you're thinking?
Brandon says receiver, barrel, inner rail. Receiver, barrel, rail, inner barrel, engine not necessary.
Okay.
So maybe they just want to be able to swap their engine out of one kind and have another build on the go. So
Scroll, we missed a comment. Somebody said the other airsoft companies were dosing you.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
sorry, Eric. I'm not. Either there were typos or I'm not hip enough to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's
I
going
don't know what
with.
stonk is. Is that a term you know?
I'm not sure, honestly, and I'm usually pretty into the slang. I like to think I am. So
I don't even like to think I am. So
so I'm not sure what you're going for on that one, but man, maybe having an engine option on the upper.
okay.
So,
Yeah. Maybe so. Oh, back on YouTube.
Can the new version of rail fit my forged mil spec older version?
Yes. Yeah.
The Mark 1.
So yeah, this is the 7-inch version of the Mark 1 rail. Really, really happy with how these turned out. Super clean design, has the indexing tabs for your upper receiver. Just really clean overall. Simple attachment mechanism, easy to take on and off. Just straight M-lock. Just gives it a really clean, no silly business kind of aesthetic.
The indexing tabs on that guy are super nice too.
Yeah. So really happy about those, and we will be making offering these with a Real Steel compatible barrel nut as well for those of you that are real shooters. Those are going to be out sometime from Invictus.
Oh, definitely pretty slick.
Yeah.
We got any other talking points here that we haven't gone over yet?
Oh, this was an interesting one. Apparently, some of you all think that the MTW9 is plastic.
Not necessarily just the 9 from what I can tell too. I've seen some comments on TikTok as well. People commenting. I think the confusion might be coming from the billet version versus the forged version.
Oh.
So
It's not plastic.
I made a video addressing that today.
Decidedly not plastic. No, the 9mm lower is the upper's the same as the standard billet upper, but the lower is machined out of the same block of aluminum we machined the sort of M4 style lowers. It's just machined different geometrically.
Do you want
Check out these. Here, why don't we, can we switch over to this camera real quick?
Yeah, give me just 1 second.
can see. Let's switch on this light here. I don't know where the light
on the
switch
cable.
is. Oh, it's on the cable. Ooh, okay. Really like how we did the engraving on this one. Turned out really clean. You have just the logo down here, and then you have this separate sort of little title block up here that has the MTW9 engraving in it. And then on the back side you have the Wolverine Airsoft LLC, Kingsport, Tennessee, which is where we're located. And then I guess while we're on close-up, might as well show you a couple of these features here that we talked about. So on the billet, when we did the launch, we told you that the new billet receivers have a couple of cool new features, one of which is the takedown pin retaining screw. So it's the hole where your spring and detent go in back here is threaded. But these features are actually going to be on the 9mm. This is a 9mm lower. So these features are on the 9mm as well. But this hole back here is threaded, so you drop your pin, you install your pin, you drop your detent and your spring in, and you actually trim the spring just a little bit because you're compressing it more. And then you just have a little M3 set screw that goes in the back here. So then when you remove your buffer tube, that spring and detent don't go flying. So super cool.
Super handy little features built into that guy.
Fun times.
Got someone in the Facebook chat here. Brandon says that we need to drop the MTW to prove it. Interestingly enough, I just earlier today on our link tree, if you go to any of our bios on any of our social media, you'll find a link there. If you click on that, I just put the link to all of our torture testing MTWs up there. So
cool.
if you want to see that, we made like 6 videos, I think, of us just trying to beat the crap out of it. And
or if we could, if anybody out in the shop is listening, you could bring us one of the unanodized 9mm lowers, so you could see what it looks like in its shiny, very metallic form.
Or, like I said, if you want to go check out on TikTok, I actually just made a video addressing that question earlier today, so you can see some of our shiny aluminum uppers and lowers on there as well. Perhaps a stupid question, what is the purpose of the small spring pointing backwards? I imagine he's talking to the rear detent spring, maybe?
I don't know. If you're talking about the spring that goes in the back here, that spring presses on a detent that keeps your rear takedown pin engaged, so it doesn't pop out.
Yeah. So maybe that would just be if you had an AEG before. AEGs don't have that, so you'll just pull your pin straight out. On this one, it has detents, so when you pull the pin out, it'll retain it. It's super nice. So. Blackleaf Airsoft is on here.
What's up, Linus?
How's it going?
Oh, man.
Nothing much.
Oh, yeah. How's the 308 version of the MTW looking in the future? It's all good. I got one sitting right here. Don't worry. It's just right off camera.
Just down in the corner there.
It's all good. No worries. We'll have that out next week, along with the AK and the M249.
Just everything.
They're all dropping next week.
If you want to.
Okay, here's a 9mm lower. Oh yeah.
Ooh, man.
Shiny.
So that one probably just came off the machine today, if I had to guess.
No, because we were waiting for it to get the spindle motor installed.
But within the past week, at least.
Came off last week sometime. Shiny. Nice. Polish. You know that song?
I don't.
Trace Adkins.
All right.
Her favorite color is chrome.
Oh, okay.
It's not chrome, it's aluminum, but it's about as shiny.
Will the 9mm be able to? Will you be able to get it without a line? I guess they're wondering if they can run a Wraith stock on it.
You can.
It won't.
To
come
be
that
clear,
way,
it
right?
does not come that way. The PDW is not a Wraith PDW. It is just a PDW style stock with a battery compartment.
Right.
If you want to get but you can put one of the Wraith PDW stocks on it, or just an in buffer tube CO2 stock, or an air stock for that matter. It works with all of the standard sort of Wraith, MTW modules. All that stuff works, so you can use it with any of that.
Just as modular as the first version.
Even more modular now because you have different lowers.
That's true. Just bought a forge with a 10-inch rail. Are there any aftermarket rails that'll fit straight onto it?
If you're talking about without removing the barrel nut, then not that I know of, other than our other rail designs.
Yeah.
Quad rail, the standard Invictus rail, they all use the same diameter barrel nut. I don't know of any Real Steel or other brand rails that fit right onto the barrel nut. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I just don't know what they would be.
But there are plenty of aftermarket rails that will go on if you do have a barrel
Any
nut,
standard AEG M4 rail will fit right on there, no problem. Just got to remove the barrel nut, which some people don't like to do because they're tight.
Let's see. Dion wants us to get him that lower.
Which, this one?
Yeah, I think that's the one he's wanting.
I bet we would sell a bunch of these if we just I don't know.
I had some people ask me earlier on my video if we were going to sell any of the silver ones too, so.
I mean, it would be fun. I don't know.
I actually wasn't aware of this problem that he's having here.
We've had a couple people complain about that.
So, for y'all who are watching, we had someone ask about the trigger adjustment screw tightening itself and preventing you from switching it all the way to safe.
Yeah, Cody said he had a couple people complain about that. I think we adjusted I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we adjusted the assembly procedure to add a little bit of VC3, which is like a nylon-based, think of it as like a semi-permanent Loctite. It's like a vibration-resistant thing. Right. But it's not actually locking it in place. I think we changed the procedure to include that a couple months ago, but I'm not positive.
Linus asks if they can get the 9mm lower separately in the future.
Probably at some point in the future, but we don't have a date on when that would be.
Would love if you incorporated a sling point in the arrow stock where the castle nut would be with a standard buffer tube. Not sure how you would run a standard buffer tube unless he's just saying like where a standard buffer tube sling point would be.
There is a castle nut there though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's just saying maybe he wants a sling point right here by the back of the receiver. I don't know.
That's where we had it on the original design.
We have one on the new version of it. It's built into the butt plate, which in my opinion is honestly super nice because if you have your sling attached to it and you pull your legs off to change your air tank, it'll just hold your legs right there and you're not going to lose them or drop them or whatever. So super handy in my opinion. Since we have the Bolt engine, when is the Wolverine Sniper going to be out?
That would be fun. That would be a fun project.
I think we've talked about that some on lives in the past.
Oh, and this guy also asked about fixing the outer barrel wobble. If your MTW outer barrel is wobbling, that is not a thing that happens.
Yeah.
So you've got something. Either you somehow managed to get the barrel unthreaded from the barrel base, or maybe if you changed the rail, you didn't tighten the barrel nut down all the way. But the outer barrel does not. If everything's assembled correctly, it does not wobble at all.
Definitely shouldn't be having that issue.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got someone asking if they'll be able to upgrade the internals of their current forge to the newer forged. In specific, he's talking about the trigger board. So.
It can be done in theory, but you'll need to. We're trying to be careful about rolling this out because the optical sensor on the trigger board also needs an appropriate selector switch. You need two sides of the selector switch to be different colors. You need one to be like a matte black and one to be a brighter, like a white or stainless steel or something that's reflective, so the optical sensor can see different things as you rotate it. We had one person, so we actually paint the two sides of the selector switch different colors. We actually had one person, before ever using the gun, pull the
Scratch the paint off of his selector
see
barrel.
that it was painted and think that something was wrong and scratch the paint off and then wonder why it wasn't working. So don't do that. But you will need to. We're trying to figure out as far as sort of backwards compatibility, whether we can ship the new board with maybe it's stickers that you could apply to the two different sides so that it detects and doesn't detect, or we're not really sure yet. We're still working on that. That's something we should figure out. I don't know whether I don't know that we ever actually officially approved a method for doing that, so we need to decide that.
But definitely something that's probably coming in the future.
It is something. White paint, like a white nail polish. If you get like a white enamel nail polish, that should probably work pretty well.
Let's see. This guy on YouTube chat says, my MTW is misfiring every 3 to 5 shots and then shoots 1 BB and repeats in the same problem. Any ideas?
I would have to know what is in it to give you any ideas. Is it an Inferno? Is it a Reaper? Is it a Reaper M? What is it?
Do you have a Phoenix hop in there?
Yeah.
One thing we see sometimes those is if you tighten your adjustment down too tight on your hop up, that can cause feeding problems. So, let us know.
It really depends on what's in it.
Right. Let us know what you have in there. Also, if we don't answer your question on the live right now, be sure to message our tech department. They'll be happy to help you out. So. Dion asks if a white will real steel selector work with the new board?
I don't know. I haven't tried it, and I don't feel comfortable enough guessing.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one either.
Because the real steel selector has some different geometry to it, and I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what that geometry is and whether it would impact whether you're going to have material where you need the sensor to detect. So
Thinking of real steel components, we had someone asking the other day about real steel mag catches on the new 9mm.
And those do work.
We actually tested quite a few.
Yeah, I ordered a bunch of random ones off of Optics Planet or something. I don't remember. I tested Magpul and then a bunch of brands that I don't even know what they were.
Just a bunch of
random
aftermarket stuff. So.
All of them worked, so should be good to go on that.
If you're trying to get your new 9mm super snazzy, you should be.
Honestly, I mean, we custom made the. We actually got a tool made for the mag catch. I think it's as nice as anything else that's on the market right now. It's similar, very similar to the Magpul one, but actually I added some a grip surface where you sort of grip it and rip it with the thumb tab on the bottom. Added a little bit of a texture surface there and a couple other things like that. You're welcome to put whatever you want on there, but try the one that's on there. It's I think just about as nice as anything else out there.
Yeah, definitely. Logan is asking if we have a video on nozzle alignment that is updated for V2 gearboxes. We definitely should have alignment videos for V2 gearboxes.
Yeah, there's a really thorough video out there.
So we have.
It's not very recent, but all the principles are the same as far as the V2 gearbox. Nothing's changed with that.
Yeah. So if you go on YouTube, we have a series called What the Tech, and it should definitely be in there. We have actually a pretty good amount of resources on there. If you have questions, it's a good place to try to find out what you need.
What did y'all think of the storm update? That's one that we didn't tell you guys about. I didn't even hint about it.
Yeah.
Did we surprise anybody? That one's been in the works quite a while.
Yeah.
Year and a half.
Yeah, I feel like it's at least been that long. We've been working on that for quite a while.
And really, really happy with the overall product. Thank you to Christian from One Legion. He did a whole bunch of testing, field testing with those. Been putting it through its paces for a while now.
Yeah.
But really does perform extremely well. Waiting on the first pilot batch to get in so we can validate the first batch of parts is good, and then we're going to be off to the races. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely a super exciting thing that we've been working on. It just works. It was definitely something that kind of blew us away in testing. So
yeah, it was pretty wild.
It was a lot of fun. Let's see. The guy who's having the misfiring problem has a Reaper Gen 2, and he thinks that his inner barrel might be too far into the rifle.
You could theoretically. So there's a couple things with that. Your dwell could just not be high enough. The Reaper, the dwell time sets how long the nozzle stays back, so your dwell just could not be long enough. It is possible, so depending on what barrel and hop-up combination you use and what rubber, all that kind of stuff, it is possible sometimes that the lips on the rubber combined with the barrel you're using will end up extending too far back, and the magazine just, like the BB can't get between the nozzle and the lips of the bucking. So you could check that as well.
Nathan asks if there'll be some sort of a short magazine for the MTW in the future.
You're saying that has the empty mag detection? Because I mean, it'll fit any standard short, like a short P mag or whatever. That's a standard AG M4 mag right now.
If you're trying to run a short magazine, there's definitely some options out there.
Yep.
Logan asks if you could do a recap of the regulator and why he should upgrade.
It is 60 to 180 psi, so it's a wider pressure range, so we're not going to have a separate standard and high pressure. And the trade-off there was always the high pressure gave you a higher pressure range for the systems that needed it, but at lower pressures especially, it just didn't refresh quite as fast.
Yeah.
The Category 5 regulator refreshes faster than our current standard pressure regulator, and also gives you the high pressure range as well. I mean, it's kind of up to you why you should if you have one of our current Storm regs and it's working great. I mean, it's a great regulator. If you actually look at the data that we posted as far as comparing the old reg design to the new reg design, both are really consistent. I'm not going to try to convince you, and this is me being a terrible sales guy, but I'm not going to try to convince you if you're super happy with your existing reg that you have to get the new one. But it's a great option, and in some applications it does produce noticeably tighter groupings just because your shot-to-shot consistency is really, really good.
Yeah. Also, if you want to see any of the specs and things like that and you can't find them, I also just linked the live event, the stream of it, up in our link tree as well. So you should be able to find that everywhere pretty easily, and you can go check that out and see everything that we launched and all of the data that came out with that too. So Juan asks when the Cuddle suit's coming out. He's already had many bookings for birthday party appearances. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome to me.
I don't. The funny thing is with Juan, I almost don't doubt it. He probably already photoshopped the Cuddle suit, and this, I don't know. We did get a quote on one. It actually was less than I thought. What was it? It was like,
I don't remember.
Was it like $500 or $600 or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't remember. I remember it not being as much as I thought it would be.
I feel like if we get one, we have to wear it at events, though.
Oh,
just
goodness.
run around on the field in a Cuddle suit.
Yeah, down in Georgia when it's 105 and humid. Brandon, I'm not sure which question you're talking about. I apologize. I know I talked to you. I'm just not sure. Sorry, you're asking about the details on the updated versions of all the Wraith stocks. Probably we're looking at this summer is about as close as I can tell you. I don't have a hard date on that yet, but they did all get completely redesigned. It's not just like we took the new reg design and repackaged it into the same thing. I mean, we went through. Glenn did a bunch of work on this, but we went through the whole thing, front to back, top to bottom, and redid a bunch of stuff. So looking forward to getting them out, but we need to get the basic regs out first. Make sure all that is bulletproof before we move on to the all the sort of accessory lines that use that reg.
Yeah.
But I think I have results from whatever our quiz was, or not our quiz, our
poll.
Our poll. Let's see. So here we go. How did the lunch event go? 14% of you said you watched a replay. Nobody said they were a fool and hadn't watched it yet, and then 86% of you said you watched the live stream.
Nice.
Sweet. We actually had quite a few people on the live stream. We had more on the live. I expected more people to watch it after the fact. We had more on the live stream than I expected.
Yeah.
What I'm most likely to purchase for myself. At the bottom we have the limited edition with 10.5%. 31% say the MTW9 Tactical. 26% say the MTW9 PDW. And 32% say the Storm Category 5. I think a pretty even split there.
Yeah.
Literally the same number of people said MTW9 Tactical and Storm Category 5.
Yeah. Nice.
And then Best Actor, man. Coming in at the bottom, man, Paul, 25%.
Man, rough.
Dude, Paul's like life ambitions had changed to acting, and he was planning on moving to Hollywood, like the whole thing. I'm gonna have to let him know. Then Johnny got 35%, and Dalton came in at 40%.
Man.
So Best Actor goes to Dalton. Unfortunately, we didn't put in Dalton's mustache because then it probably would have won and nobody else would have stood a chance.
Yeah. Nice. Let's see. What else do we have? He's talking about a short mag with empty mag detection.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. Right now, that's pretty far down on the priorities list. There's a lot, there's a lot of cost that goes into developing a mag, and that's just not it's not a high enough volume. I wouldn't expect that a short mag would be a high enough volume seller that we could really, because it's not like a standard AEG mag where you can sell it to anybody that has an M4 AEG that wants short mags. It would just be MTW users, which there's a lot of. But it's still way less than the number of people that have any style of M4 AEG or whatever else. So I don't know that it's not really on the list for development. I've thought about it, but I don't have plans for it right now. Never say never, but no specific plans.
Kenneth says he just bought his first MTW forged 14-inch.
Nice.
He's expecting it tomorrow with the Wraith stock.
Sweet.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
To Linus. Hey, Michael.
How's it going?
Linus said, yes. The summit, didn't I send you the dates? I thought I sent you the dates for the summit. If I didn't, I will. We're looking at the last weekend in July for the summit.
Where can I buy parts in Europe for the MTW? Since everywhere he looks seems to be out of stock.
You could get in touch with, send Dalton an email maybe, sales@wolverineairsoft.com, and he'll see what he can do. We're sending a lot to Europe,
Yeah.
and I'll be honest, it pretty much sells as fast as we get it there. So we are actively working on trying to increase our shippings to Europe to try to keep you guys supplied better, but right now it's pretty much selling as soon as it gets there. So if you find it, don't hesitate, because it probably won't be there the next day when you go back from what we're seeing right now.
Yeah. Mark was asking for shipping the new MTWs to the UK. I think that basically answers that question. Yes, they're going there.
Yep.
If you see them, you might want to hop on it. It seems like they're going fast. So.
Yep. Nobody asking about the MTW AK. Maybe AKs are going out of vogue because of Russia. They're not helping. They're not helping. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still want an MTW AK, but Russia's not helping anything right now. They're
Dion's
making a mess of
asking if the
things.
Cat 5 will just screw onto the PDW stock.
I mean, you can't. So, in theory, there's no reason that you can't swap the regulator portion of either the PDW or the Arrow once the new version that's a Cat 5 based version comes out. I don't know how soon after it comes out we will be offering those regulators by themselves versus the stocks together, but in theory, it's all cross-compatible there. I did have a question about, will there be like upgrade kits from a current Storm to a Storm Cat 5? That's not a thing. It's a different design. Like, there's no upgrade kit. All the parts are different. Does it share any parts at all?
I mean, the socket, but I think the Foster socket's about the only thing.
The airline attachment point and the gauge, like that's everything else is different. So, yeah.
One super cool thing about going back through and redesigning all these parts for the new regulator has been, when we were doing it originally, everything was built around regulator. It's been super cool to build a whole ecosystem now that we have everything and just make it all work together even better and hopefully be even more awesome. So
it was a lot of work. The project of redesigning the whole regulator, and not just regulator, but the whole regulator and Wraith and Arrow stock systems together was a big project. There's a lot of pieces of that, and it has to work with a lot of different scenarios. But I'm really happy with how it all turned out, and I can't wait to get those out.
Yeah. Got a question in the YouTube chat that says, machinist question. What tooling do you use when producing a lower on the Haas? Any specific brand that we're a fan of? And honestly, the answer to that is that we make most of the tooling ourselves.
Are you talking like machine tools like end mills and all that, or are you talking like fixtures? Because most of the fixtures we manufacture ourselves, other than like vices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of our stuff is machined on fixtures, not just on vices, and we do all of that ourselves for the most part.
Yep.
If you're talking machine tools.
It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
right
we run some helical. IMCO has been killing it lately.
Yeah.
All their aluminum end mills are
where it's at.
they're worth their weight in gold. But then a mixture of other odds and ends. It's kind of certain things just like a certain a certain pass in a certain material likes a certain brand of tool, and you just sometimes you have to try a couple things to find what's really happy. But as far as like brand names, Helical and IMCO are probably the two drills we run a variety of things.
Yeah.
Goering for a lot of our small drills, like small carbides and stuff like that, and then for some of I don't remember what our insert drills. Iskar maybe for the insert drills, and a bunch of random off-brand stuff for stuff that's less critical.
Here's the question I've been waiting for. Will we consider making an MTW LMG?
Were you not here earlier? I told you the MTW M249 is just right down here. It's going to be announced and released next week. Don't worry.
For anyone who's wondering, I usually post a question about that every week when I'm not on here, so I like to give Richie a hard time about that. So
It's just so hard to justify. It would be so expensive to produce.
Yep.
And I don't know whether that many people would buy them. I feel like if we were going to do it, sorry, this is just me being honest. Like, if we were going to do it, I feel like we would have to price it really high. Like, it would have to be an expensive item, and we would just not make very many of them. And those of you that really wanted one, it would be expensive for. But, like, I don't think we could play a volume game with that and try to bring the cost down like we do with some of our stuff. And
Yeah.
like, I feel like it would just have to be expensive, and we plan on only making a really small quantity. And that's the only way I could see doing it right with the market the way it currently is right now. I just don't think, I don't know. Or it would have to be manufactured overseas. That's your only that's your only other option in terms of like making stuff. Something that's that complicated, inexpensive to manufacture. $2,000 LMG.
$2,000, yep.
Like, I mean, I don't know. It probably would end up somewhere in that range, which would, I mean, sounds crazy, but like, it would end up being a super sort of limited quantity kind of thing that, would just be expensive to make, and if you want one, then that's just what it's going to cost.
Yeah.
And I'm not promising to do it. I'm just saying that's the only way I can really conceive of us really being able to pull that off, unless we could find a really good manufacturing partner that like could swing it. But
Right.
I don't know who we'd work with on that could manufacture to the sort of quality standards we'd want for a MTW line product. I'm rambling. It's about time to wrap this up. We've been on here like we're running on like, oh shoot, we're over our 45-minute time limit.
Man, is there anything we didn't hit on here?
Nothing that we have
think
to.
that was-
I'll show you guys next time. I promise to remember it. No, I don't promise to remember, but I'll try to remember it. The tension screw between the upper and lower receiver. We'll show you that's another thing that is on both the new billet and the MTW9 receivers. So we'll try to show you guys that next time. Didn't get to it today, but
Well, thank you to everyone who tuned in.
it's been fun. It's been real.
Yeah.
It's been real fun.
If we didn't answer your questions today, tune in next week or hit up our tech department if you have anything that they can help you
Yep.
with, and we'll get you sorted out.
Tell all your friends. This is the place to be. Thursday afternoons, 3 o'clock. Be here, be square. Live from the den. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.